Good morning, good morning, good morning, and greetings from the paradise island of Barbados. Good morning to each and every one of you. I am sorry for teasing you all this morning when I went for that swim, but I could not resist it because I've been working so hard for the last 2 days that I really haven't had a chance to tease you all. So I said, well, this morning I might be able to grab an extra percentage or two just to share with you all, let you all see this beauty, let you see how beautiful this water is down here. Good morning to each and every one of you. Before we go any further, I would like to say our serenity prayer. Those who would like to join us, please do. And all those who will be around hopefully after, we'll see you in a couple of moments' time. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. So I'm going to start you all off with a silent 180, as you would have just seen, because behind me there's only a lot of foolish grape trees and stuff, so we really don't want to be seeing that in one of our 360s. We wait till we pass those things and then we will get back to that again later. Now, before we move any further, I met someone just now this morning. A young gentleman came over, spoke to me as I was just sitting there and waiting and sort of like meditating, and asked me where's the next public access to the road on this beach section here. So I told him, well, obviously not before 1 Sandy Lane, but I did show him this water area and explain to him it's very similar to this on the other side of Sandy Lane. His response to me was, so it's a private beach? I said, no, it is a extremely hard to access beach, but there are no private beaches in Barbados. So I just like to make that clear in case anyone is wondering. Now, we've been through here many times, well, quite a few times. I won't say many, but quite a few times walking on a stretch before. Last time I came here, we walked through on sand, and I told you about how at times it gets chest deep and waist deep out here, and how there's no sand, it's a lot of coral and very difficult to get around. This is how it gets. So if you are walking the west coast, always carry your beach shoes, not slippers, beach shoes, because you can't walk through this section here with beach shoes. And I'm not talking about water moccasins that you will pull on and pull over a piece of Velcro. I'm talking about something that's designed to let out the water as quick as it goes in, so it doesn't come off your foot or feel like a parachute as you're walking or throw you down. So get some really nice beach shoes if you're going to be doing a lot of walking in Barbados. I definitely highly recommend that, because at some stage, again, no matter which coast you're on, you're either going to go over coral, or you're going to walk through water with rocks, or you're going to go over rocky areas. So my advice would be definitely purchase a good set of beach shoes. For those just want to stroll up and down their beach in front of their hotel, well, you don't need anything but a barefoot, or you could just bring a pair of slippers just in case you do encounter something a little rougher. Now, we're going to walk our way on the boardwalk of Holetown right now. This was, I can't really tell you when this was laid, but I do know that this has been laid in the recent past. Any of you that have been here years ago would remember, especially if you were on the Jolly Roger, they used to come just off of here, more off of a barge that they sunk like a shipwreck. And that is where they used to have, and then some of the catamarans started picked up as well. That is just off the shore here itself. What you're seeing right now, these indicators are marking a catchment groin out there that's supposed to disperse off the water so it doesn't impact the sand area as much, and also to build sand. Now, that is in an ideal snorkeling place. I've come here with my Angel before, and it is nice. It has a lot of fish life on it. It's quite deep in that area there. It's about maybe 15, 18 feet deep around the outside section. So it is a great snorkel. And then if you feel adventurous, and of course, if there are no waves, because you do not want to be going over coral reef on waves, there's a lot of coral formation here that you see in front of what used to call the Golden View Hotel. If you're talking years ago, opposite Sandy Crest, there are 2 public pathways, we'll show you in a minute. You can come down here, and this reef down here has like, it's like a maze effect, because it's only inches below the water level, and our actual valley areas cut in the naturally formed valley areas are cut in the coral itself. So a really interesting snorkel. The fish life on that reef is building, but the one on these rocks definitely have quite a bit of fish out there, and many of the catchment grounds like this on the west coast as well. Just around the corner from there is Sandy Lane Hotel. I would say maybe about a half a kilometer beyond that corner itself, but you go into Sandy Lane Bay immediately when you round that area. And as you can see, it is extremely difficult to access. You can have a look at the inside there. Lots of coral rocks and reef and everything there exposed. So, you know, if you're walking out here, you have to go deeper out in the water, about chest deep, and go around. Like I said, we've had that adventure before, myself and my angel, a couple of times. We've also walked around there in sand. That would indicate to you about the kind of sand shifts that they have on this west coast nowadays. Once upon a time, they all had beach here. That doesn't happen anymore. However, the little areas that you do have beach do have bigger beach areas at certain times. Remember, we're going into the higher tide now. We've gone beyond mid-tide. We're going into higher tide. So what you're seeing right now is fairly full tide at the moment. Homes along this area here, absolutely beautiful. I'm going to extend you right up, but not go close. Just gorgeous villas. If you're interested in renting some of these here, please contact a real estate agent that's in the Holetown area and ask what they have, or any of your real estate agents that you may use. But lovely grounds, and as you can see, their security cameras are up. Good morning from the EMC. I'm waving at you all. Good morning. But beautiful, absolutely beautiful. The hedges down here are gorgeous, except for a few of them. I won't mention which they are. I don't want to be sound as though I'm biased against certain things. But right in front of us is the beautiful sea grape tree. Now that can be pruned and made into magnificent hedges, as you're seeing now. Almost impossible to get through without thorns. Just beautiful, beautiful. Fruit are beautiful. Tastes terrible though. And you know, we talked about the rising tides and stuff here. This is a clear indication. This is one of the walkthroughs. This is directly opposite Sandy Crest, or slightly to the Bridgetown side of Sandy Crest itself. That is the medical center. As you can see, the water from the tide is way up in here. So you can imagine if they didn't have these boulders and the walkway that we're currently on, you wouldn't have anywhere that you could walk without getting wet. So that will tell you how much erosion we've had here over a period of time. Years ago, there was a hotel on this vacant lot called Golden View Hotel. It was just located over here itself. Sorry, this was Golden Palm. My apologies. Golden View was up the top. I'm trying to remember now. Golden View, yeah, I can't remember what this is called. My apologies. I'm going to get back to that later on. Maybe, but I'll leave it alone. But it was also an area that Chefette was built in as well. Chefette had a go-kart track there originally, not Chefette themselves, but there was a go-kart track, and then Chefette built on it. I think it was Golden View was up on the hill. This would have to mean Golden Palm at one time. Yeah, I think Golden Palm is correct. Okay, my memory is a little bit foggy because you're talking about 40 years ago approximately. And a lot of things have changed in those times, but I'm pretty sure of that. I feel pretty confident of that. 95% confident. As you can see, we have more cruise liners coming in today. It's going to be a good day in the Bridgetown port. People are enjoying this beautiful, beautiful water and ocean. I haven't seen many people out this morning looking around. We did have a few showers earlier on. I do have on my rain gear, as you would have noticed. I had to pull it up once before already because we were getting some sprinkles. Now the second entrance to this beach is directly in front of us. It's just next to Paul Owens restaurant, which is at the beach house itself. We'll get there in a couple of minutes time. But all this is a beautiful boardwalk area. But you can see it's not consistent right through. The beach section you're seeing in front of us, that can also be very small and go at times just with a little sliver of sand on it. But there is a way that we can walk across here now, which we're going to do now. So if you're coming this way, you can still keep dry so long as you're observant of the path that you can go on. Lots of sand up here. Everything is getting pushed up onto the boardwalk. Higher tides, etc. We really haven't had a big north swell this year, or any big consistent north swells this year. So I'm surprised at all of the movement of sand that I'm seeing down here. But the currents that are associated with the tides at this time of year would have an impact for sure. There is a lap swell that's been coming around from the east side, making its way onto the west coast and causing quite a bit of currents and stuff. So that could be contributing to the sand movement as well. Huge open lot. They do have some information on the front, but it's been changed a couple of times, so I'm not going to speculate on that right now. But as you can see, this is massive. Now the section that was Chefette was directly in front of us. A lot of people used to come here and sit on the Chefette boardwalk. They had benches out here with umbrellas, etc. All this entire area here. Very, very popular Chefette because it was also be a perfect place to watch the sunsets, etc. on. This whole area that's grassy here is where the Chefette was actually built. Around it, car park, and in front here had a boardwalk with benches and umbrellas on it. Absolutely beautiful. Now the figure that this little piece here sold for, I don't want to call it because I must be imagining it, but I believe it was something like 45 million US dollars or something for this section here. The beachfront property down here on the west coast. out of reach for, I would say, 99.9% of the people in this world. And this part here is where the actual hotel used to be located, Golden Palm Hotel. So this was up for a long time. Then they dismantled the structure. They had this open with a lot of rubble in it and stuff. However, they have beautified it by putting on some nice little landscaping, but you don't see too much of it because that's the only open area that you can look into this plot from. Beautiful. It is a gorgeous day in Barbados. Just to let you know, it took me 14 hours to clean the castle. That is why I don't like to start. Imagine the war wagon takes me 6 hours to clean when I do it myself. So you can understand, appreciate what I do. Little toothbrushes and paintbrushes come out, every little crevice and crease gets clean. That's how the castle is this morning. It is clinically clean. You can definitely pass any inspection today in that beautiful place. I actually feel muscles hurting me that I did not even know I still had. So I couldn't even sleep Saturday night that I was so sore and uncomfortable. I was telling my angel if I had an hour's sleep I had a lot, and that is not a joke. There was nowhere to turn to get comfortable. You know, that for lick me. That's how it is when you have my obsession with cleanliness and cleanness like that. I rather live in dirt than have to clean, that's for sure. Well, that's not really true, but it's a lot easier to do so. Just beautiful, beautiful beaches and beachfront areas. Gorgeous West Coast. One thing about the West Coast, unless you have a north swell, or unless there are very strange weather conditions, you can come here and swim at any time. Now, getting in and out of the shore break can be difficult, and you have to be careful of the rocks. These rocks that you're seeing up here, like on this little ramp itself, these are going to be rolling around the shore break itself. So you got to watch you don't get wrapped in your ankle with those there. So be careful if there's a surge like this when you're coming on west, and also be careful if you drop off. A lot easier to go in than get out, I can tell you, especially if you've had some of the injuries. Once upon a time, this was the hive of activity on the West Coast. I used to come here and party every weekend with the farmer family, etc. This whole entire Sunset Crest area was leased out to a Canadian travel company, Sun something, can't remember what the rest of it was, so someone may coming up later on because I know we have a lot of people that came here at that time. But this was the party spot. This was action beyond control. It was the Sunset Crest Beach Club. It is now known as the, I'll show you the second name of it in a minute. As you can see, they have their swimming pool, they have their facilities. The actual footprint has not changed much. I remember in the days gone by, the same bandstand in place. I remember coming here to, at that time, the Merry Boys. Merry Men have also played here. Many of the big bands have played here in the past because, as I said, it used to be the hive of activity. And then years after, it started to go down a little bit when the actual condos across the road were started to be sold out as individual rentals or individual properties. The contracts that they used to have here in Holetown area had diminished, and therefore it had dropped off quite a bit. We then had a nightclub, a discotheque that opened up downstairs. Somebody help me with that, because the memory is not working this morning. Must be too tired. But that discotheque was really, really hot. Action, non-stop action. And then, passing time, on here really went completely dead, with nothing going on. And then all of this here was re-enhanced and reopened as the beach club, or beach house, sorry. It is the Owens restaurant and beach club. I'll show you now, right now, beach house. I'll show you right now. If you want to come here, all the recommendations are make sure and make a reservation. It tells you so on their board. Board is a little hard to see because all these sea spray and stuff on it, but you can get an indication there, full menus, etc. But they tell you definitely to book online or to make reservations before you come. Don't come here in Barbados, I think, because they're, you know, we're just coming out of COVID, that it's quiet, because sometimes these places here are buzzing, especially if the English tour is on. Beautiful Holetown Bay, absolutely gorgeous. Really nice restaurant, seating here. When these torches are lit, it must be stunning, for sure. I see people saying they're leaving for work. Well, you're going to miss a swim, because you're going to be carrying you all in the water soon. But if you don't get it now, you can catch it later on. It's not a problem. It's not going anywhere. right, we have some people starting to move around now, which is wonderful to see. Families coming out with their kids to enjoy the day. Now you see those armbands? I got a pair of them myself, you know. So just so my blood family will know that I have them. Good morning to you. How are you this morning? Morning. Hello, good morning, guys. Hi, hi. Morning, sir. Where are you going? Okay. So it's beautiful down here. As you can see, folks are walking around enjoying themselves. Still very quiet. You can see how the high tide is impacting the beach down there. It's usually a very big beach, but as you can see, it's right up at the moment. Very little sand. The angle of the beach is being pushed, a lot of the sand is being pushed up, so there's a big gradient on it at the moment. Now, this was one of my favorite restaurants years ago, but I haven't eaten here for like eons. Tide's restaurant. But everyone that has been here has always given me positive reports since then. So I would like to just recommend this here place for sure. Tide's restaurant. Beautiful. Once again, I'll show you the kind of scenery that they're going to be taking in, having their meals, and what you can also enjoy. Well, they've got some real party animals in the EMC for True Love. I throw a challenge for people to give me a name. All of a sudden, Baku pops up. Everybody remembers going to Baku. There are some party animals in here for sure. That's just enjoying life though. Happy that you all are doing so. I'm not be worrying to give out too many of our cards today. I'm concentrating just on the vlog itself. Don't want to stop and do too much introductions to it, but we will gather people. Good morning, guys. You all are live on Facebook. Welcome to Barbados. Okay, have a good day, okay? Bye-bye. Smiles from ear to ear. Well, why wouldn't you smile? Look at where you are. Look at what you're walking on. You know, I'm standing out here saying years ago they had beach here, and I give you all the paintings of the times that have gone by in the history of this place. However, when I look back at it, see, this is the beautiful thing about it. I don't take this place for granted. Although I remember what it was like, I can still say, look at this beautiful place, because that is just picture perfect. Actually, that's so picture perfect. We're going to call this our first EMC photo op. 20 seconds of silence. I will try. There you go. I did that. So, boss lady driver, you see, I can do it, you know. When I'm ready, I'm suffering for it right now because I can tell you, I bit my tongue fairly hard on that one. But beautiful, absolutely stunning. But as you can see, one row of beach chairs. So, come early, gather your chair, and spend the day. Look at this sky. I mean, absolutely beautiful. That is as natural for this time of the year as ever. I mean, this is March. We get moisture coming in. This is how it will be at this time of the year. It is beautiful today. All boats facing north, so that will tell you that the conditions of Super Bowl maybe, well, the wind is on shore, but at least you should still get a good surf because it has calmed down quite a bit. It's not as strong. Predictions are that today will be the last of strong winds for a while. It will start to peter off. That's wonderful news because it opens up Barbados to us without any limitations. Now, all right, for those of you that are having to go to work, I am sorry for you. But if you've left already, I am talking to you now. Look at this later on, please. If you're still here, enjoy this walk with me now. We're going to go in and see. Hopefully these folks don't mind me putting my umbrella here in the chair to get out of the sun. And onward we shall go. Here we go, folks. Now, unlike where I was earlier on swimming, here has sand bottom, but I would like, as it's so transparent, I'd like to draw your attention to this massive drop off. Now, you're not going to be able to step down here if you have any kind of challenges whatsoever. You can see how severe this is. So you just be careful of this here. This is pretty close to a 3 foot drop down. It definitely is, yeah, about 3 foot. So be very wary. If you're on the west coast or you're coming to the west coast today, Just check where you're going and be careful as you're descending into the water, and make sure you have someone there to help you out, or be willing to crawl out if necessary. I'm going to give you all a 360, water-based 360 now. Let us enjoy this here in peace and quiet. I'll try again, boss lady, we'll see. Just stunning. I gave you a little extra there just in case I had to shortcut you anywhere else. Now you all, I know most of y'all know about Zacchaeus. This used to be a pizza house at one time. I mean, it was called the Pizza House. It was great here. I used to really enjoy it. I used to come here quite often. However, Zacchaeus have taken over and developed the whole beachfront area in this beautiful, beautiful facility. You can come here and dine as well. Quite easy to access. Directly opposite the Massey store in Holetown. There's a car park facility there. You'll see a casino, well, a one-armed bandit casino out there as well, that you can park in that general area. Zacchaeus, what you may not know is they also have a facility or a restaurant down in Bashaba area, near High Rock, between Soup Bowl and High Rock. So you can also get the same type of service, same type of facilities down there as well. So if you are going down there for the surfing competition not coming, and you are not comfortable with what the vendors will be offering, because there will be vendors on site, you can always work your way up to Zacchaeus or to the Atlantis Hotel or to Rung House or to any of the ones in that location. Beautiful. I remember the first time that I actually met an EMC family member was here at this point. I met two gentlemen and a lady. Can't remember the name. You all would know that already. I don't really have to say that. You know my disclaimer already about names. But they were sitting just right here on the corner, and they actually shouted me up, and that was my first experience at meeting EMC family. So I do have your photo. One of these days I'll put it up again. I have it up on the site already, but one of these days I'll find it and put it up again for you. Beautiful morning. So the morning really hasn't awoken on the west coast. You're not seeing any reflections because of all the clouds. There's a little bit of reflection, but not like what we are accustomed to seeing. Doesn't have the mirror effect yet because the sun has really not come out. Definitely a lot of heavy clouds to the east, which have the sun completely blocked out right now. So we're not really going to be seeing what we would normally see when we're on the west coast. You can see the clean war wagon just over there, waiting on my boss lady to come back down to clean it. I know she's not well at the moment, but that's an encouragement for you to get better. Look at the treat and love that I have waiting on you. So hopefully you'll feel better soon, my friend. We're directly behind the police station in Holetown. This is Surfside. You all would know about this here. This is like a sports bar. Very, very popular facility as well. A lot of people use here, and I would say anyone that is in the Holetown area will know about this restaurant and bar here, Surfside. We're going to end our tour just here on this pinnacle area right now. We're going to actually take another dip just on the other side. We are coming up to 1st Street and 2nd Street in Holetown. This is over there where those boats are. That's where you'll find those. You'll also find Mango Bay in that general area as well. I know there's a family member who asked me just a couple of days ago if I could possibly... Good morning, ladies. How are you all going this morning? Good morning, guys. How are you all? All right. Yes, I'm on Facebook right now. Would you like to say hello to all my friends? Good morning. Wonderful. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to get that microphone off. You talk to me and let me hear. What's your names, guys?
Shamaria.
Shamaria and...
Kai.
Kai? All right. You all are obviously Bajan. Wonderful. Well, thanks very much for speaking to the world for me. Everyone is here saying hello. I'm actually going to give you a card that you can see this later on. Okay, and these are the proud ladies that are with them. Good morning to you, ladies. And you want to introduce yourselves as well, too?
I'm Magnificent Marcia. I live on beautiful Barbados, and we do this every single day of the year.
Awesome. We actually do it as well, except for not Wednesdays and Sundays, but same thing as well. And you are?
I'm Andrea.
Hello.
No, magnificent Andrea or nothing like that.
Amazing, Andrea.
Amazing Andrea. Perfect. Absolutely great. All right, I'm going to set you all up for just one sec, ladies. I'm going to set up you all on the tripod for a minute because I definitely want to give these ladies our card. So hold a second for me. So I'm going to leave you here for a second. Enjoy the sounds. Enjoy the views. I'll be back with you. Good morning. How are you all? All right, we do this actually every morning except for Wednesday. Sunday we call it EMC, the early morning crew.
Okay.
We are a spiritual group that come together. This is your time for life and to taking the beauty and the blessings that we're doing today.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so we do it 5 days a week. We do like 10 minutes.
You're based at Bronx Beach.
No, I am. All of the area.
You go all
Yeah,
over.
because we start in the morning at 5 o'clock with preamble. My driver, conductor, my captain, girls, the care team, and stuff. Everyone gets the right mood. And then at around 4 to 6 o'clock, I start with 10 minutes to 15 minutes. Either Daybreak, sunrise, or Daybreak from west. And then we do a walking tour. We actually walk the entire coastline of Barbados. We've done every track in the center. We've done every beach. We have over 700 blogs up on YouTube.
Great.
And the Beijing Warrior, the person that fights the peace, love, kindness, happiness.
That's the latest credit, yeah.
So we do this every morning. We start with
You
peace
have
and
a lot of
serenity.
followers.
Yeah, there are quite a few followers on there. Right now, this morning we're following up over 100 people, but we haven't had 80. So people go to work and come back.
Yeah.
So they're going to see
We're late this morning because
You're never late. You're on time.
we are on time.
God gives us time to be on time.
Oh, but we are usually here earlier than
Oh yeah.
this.
Okay, well you all have a great day, okay? Thanks very much and kids you all enjoy. Okay, bye-bye. Okay folks, I said I was not going to be stopping this morning, but obviously I'm going to stop for sure because there's a beautiful Beijing folks saying good morning to you all and spreading love and care. And they're definitely the type of folks that we want to come on here with us because they're going to come on and do exactly that. Spread their cheer and joy as well. It's a beautiful day. Alright, just before you get to Lime Grove, if you are not sure where that is, Lime Grove is in Holetown. Just before you get there, you will find the first street, just directly opposite it, just to the south of it. And that will bring you down to 2nd Street, and the next one is 1st Street, and they're Holetown area. So we're going to go for a little dip here and you see, we're going to say our farewells. What a beautiful morning. What great people to start the morning with and have, you know, a little bit of a discussion with. And I have you all anyhow. I'm talking about new people, just to be careful and clear. Wow, that was a big drop off. I actually went straight from, I would say, ankle deep down to right now chest deep, just in 3 steps. So over here is even more severe than the other side. You know, enjoy this here, take this in, breathe, feel the peace, feel the serenity, tap your memories and feel the water. Glorious, glorious morning. Oh mind the clouds. The clouds are the enrichment for today. That is the blessings of some showers that are going to come our way and give us the purest water in the world so you can drink it when you come on vacation with us. And you know, to everyone, I'm going to try and make my way back up the same bike. It's pretty steep, to be real honest with you. Definitely is a little bit struggly there with the one hand holding the camera. But anyhow, we've done it. So this is what awaits you in Barbados, or this is some of what awaits you in Barbados. It's going to differ everywhere we go. Every kilometer or 2 kilometers we go, you're going to find it a little bit different. But in general, this is what we have to offer you here. For those of you that did not know, because I know a majority of you on here know exactly what Barbados has to offer, because this is where you call your home. This is where you call your paradise. This is where some of us call our heaven. And as I always say, when you leave Barbados, we have to take care of your heart, because your heart stays here until you come back. But trust me, it is in safe hands, and we will do just that. Remember, we have to find peace and happiness where we are, not where we can go. Because if you can't find peace and happiness where you are, no matter where you go, you will not find it either. You'll find the thrill, but you will not find the true peace or the happiness. So don't wait until you come to Barbados to be happy, or till you go on vacation to be happy. Be happy every day, because you've been given life. You're able to come and mingle and hang out with close to 100 people this morning and share your love with them and share your care with them and start your day with a piece that very few people even know exists, far less are able to start with. Have a great day, everyone. I love you all. Thank you for being so supportive and always being here to spend your morning with me. I really do not take this for granted. Your time is critical and precious, yet you still come every morning and spend some time with us here, which is the EMC. Have a great day. Love you all. Be peaceful, be safe, and of course, showers of blessings your way.